Hey, welcome to Sunday Morning Coffee. The purpose here is to inspire your spirit and fill you with hope. Wait a minute, what day is it? It's Sunday. Yeah, okay, welcome to Sunday Morning Coffee. We will focus on drinking our tea. Actually, I have tea this morning. I went for a walk early because here in Minnesota, it's going to be like Florida humidity today. It's going to be in the 90s, which is really hot in June already. Happy Father's Day coming through and in here. We'll chat about that briefly. We will connect with that energy briefly as well today. I'm going to check my sound because I am on location dog sitting. And because of that, I have a little different sound set up. So let me just check to make sure that you guys can hear me okay. If you are popping in, whoops, sorry, just a second. Let me just make sure that my mic is working. It may not be. Let me just check. I just brought my lapel mic, but I wanted to use my laptop, so. Is it working? Oh yeah, it's working. Sorry. You guys just have to bear with me. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Whoops, let's start here. Okay, I can barely see the screen because it's so bright in here from the beautiful sunrise or beautiful sunshine today. Good morning to you all. I see you popping in the chat. I don't have my glasses on, so can't see, and I'm blinded by the light. So that's great. Not the kind of light. Don't get nervous, people. Don't get nervous. Don't get nervous. So let's start our time together here by just connecting into our physical bodies. I'm going to invite you to land. Can you land the airplane, please, nice and safely back into the body? Because I know for many of us, it feels kind of scary in here right now, kind of scary. Our topic today is it's both. It is possible to be afraid and to be bold and courageous. It is possible to be happy, to feel and experience happiness and joy in moments, and also be depressed and sad. It is possible to be both of the things that seem opposite. It's possible to be angry and mad and never want to talk to someone again, and also love them deeply and profoundly and, yeah, unconditionally, because even though you're mad, you still love. We are not made to separate. We are made to have clarity and to understand our options for choices and decision making, to have clarity, to have discernment, but that's not about separation. Clarity is not separation. I'm tapping into some beautiful blue energy. See my background? This is the room I painted, blue. But that blue is a nod to the clairvoyance as I'm talking about and honoring my vision and sight. And one of my psychic gifts, as you know, is clairvoyance, which is the ability to see. And so I'm tapping into that this morning and sharing that with you, as I am seeing that we are all two parts to a whole. And our goal so often is to unite, to come together in alignment within ourselves. So just like there are both sides of a coin, there are both sides to a story. It's both. The answer that you're seeking is it's both. There is not a one right answer. There are many options. There are many answers or responses or truths that are in alignment. Interesting perspective, isn't it? This is the case. Okay. This is the case right now, especially with all the dynamics we're seeing in the world and in our personal lives. I'm in a beautiful priestess group right now that so many of us are having so many powerful, pivotal energy shifts and moments where there is opportunity to lean in to understand more fully ourselves in the context of perhaps memories that come up for us and that kind of pull us to the past, but we don't have to go to the past in order to go into that space and kind of sift and sort through things that we maybe once thought were a fit for us, or once we believed with our whole heart to be true for us, are not anymore. They're just not in alignment. But both are active in our vibration, both are active in our resident memories, both are a part of our lifetime here and now. I was feeling into the Father's Day holiday that is today here in the US, and really letting myself resonate with the past of it for me, and how I know many of us don't have dads with us here in the present human form, but they're in the afterlife. And for some of us, many of us, that parental energy of father has been missing, has been absent, and perhaps in human form is absent or missing. And there's a lot of relationship dynamics for everyone, and it's different. We can't go, oh, everybody's going to go to the store and buy a Father's Day card, and it's going to be all roses and steak barbecues or whatever, right? Sorry to my vegan friends for that comment about the steak. Anyway, all salads and cherries, cherry tomatoes, that is. People have different perspectives. I really, really wanted to talk about divine masculine or masculine energy, yet I didn't want to put that as the topic because I felt like the topic is broader than that. It is not about gender or identification in a separate sense. It's not even about the pride of being a parent or a father or claiming a role in society or in a family or whatever that is. The differences that we have are also within ourselves. And so the masculine and feminine energies are the two parts, and we are the whole. When I look at people energetically, metaphysically, and I'm doing session, I see a line going down like the pranic tube of the spine. I see a line coming straight down, and this one side and the other side, two halves. It's not a separation, it's a line, like a pole that you can come to, like a tree trunk that you can come into and wrap around you, like a pillar of light, a layoesh, pillar of light. You are the pillar of light. You are that sacred third. You are that place that you are trying to find and seek outside, trying to have a point of understanding. Come to the middle. Come to the center, come into yourself with that masculine and feminine energy and balance it. So the representation of fatherly energy or masculine energy, or for some in a negative context, patriarchal energy. You may have multiple triggers as I'm speaking this. If you do have some triggers, if I touch some painful points, give yourself permission in your heart, you empath, you, to love yourself in this sacred space. We here on Above Life Channel create safe and sacred space as much as we can in this time that you and I are talking, as though we are having even a private session one-on-one. So you are safe to feel, ooh, like you want to reject that, or you're repelled by that, or you want to get away from that term, patriarchal or fatherly or masculine. That's understandable. Some people feel that way about the feminine energies or principles. I would like to introduce this, it's both. It's both. And that we can be on one side, sometimes we can be more masculine, and sometimes we can be very much wrapped in our feminine. Regardless of our physical body biogender or even our metaphysical gender, our spirited genders, we transcend the concept of either or. in our sacred space as evolved souls that we actually are, when we get into human bodies and incarnate, we kind of get a little dumb and numb. And that's okay. It's okay. So then when you have to make choices or decisions, it's really hard to find a option that it works in a way that isn't, it has to be totally right. It has to feel totally great. It has to be perfection. Like there's one right answer to every problem. There is not. There is many diverse options and opportunities and outcomes. And we have talked about this on Above Life channel. Go back and look at our conversations that you and I have had here about the timelines and how there's multiple timelines, which means there's multiple outcomes, which means there's multiple options. That does not negate the personal responsibility you have to be in your own alignment, to be responsible for your actions, for your thoughts and your feelings, even though you may have triggers. You may have very strong personal experiences that exude traumatic responses, which is understandable. There's no judgment here in that. It just is the way it is. That might be true for you. And if it is, then it's your loving response is to take care of yourself, is to you go to your tools that you've learned in therapy. Go to your tools that you've learned here on Above Life channel for managing your energy. Do tapping or EFT, get out your journal and write about what is triggering you. Don't run away from it. Don't be afraid. It is not confrontational. If there is resistance, it is a space that you get to love yourself deeper. It is a space that is at the center of you. It is not empty. It is filled with wisdom and knowledge from all of the experiences you've had in your multiple lifetimes, past and future. This is where we're at, my friends, now. We are in a place where we are in the now as the pillar of light that you are today. In the alignment center, you have access to the past information, wisdom, and memories from multiple lifetimes, multiple timelines, and you have access to the future lifetimes and technologies. You have all of it because you are a soul having this human expressioned experience. So the masculine is an energy that you may not like, you may not be fond of, or it may be something you have been chasing after your entire life because there is a piece of you that has been made bad in some way, which isn't bad. Or the same could be said for the feminine, because I have seen plenty, especially because I've been in priestess arenas and divine feminine work and metaphysical work. There is plenty of feminine wounds and backstabbing and cattiness and sisterhood challenges, we'll say, in the feminine. There's plenty of toxicity there as well, my dears, as you well know. Narcissists can show up in both areas of life, the masculine and the feminine. And we are all just teddy bears on the inside, the place where we're not allowing ourselves to be and get to. So the big answer today is it's both. We are both masculine and feminine energy. We are both past and future. So the truth is, right here and now in this moment, is what is for you, what are you connected to or relating to? That's the perspective in which you are moving through the world. Are you more connected to your heart right now? Then that is what is true for you. Are you more connected to your mind? Have you been working on a big work project and it's hard to shake it off? Then that is what is true for you. Is it your body? Are you having some memories of past stuff? Are you having some resonant or residual energy of past Father's Days, of past Junes? I can tell you that today isn't it's not the date itself, but prior to this date, it was right around here that in 2002 that I learned that my father had AIDS. And subsequently, he went into the hospital in July and never had our barbecue we were going to do, and then died on August 1st. And so that was 2002. That was like 22 years ago now. And so when this time comes around for me, that's what I think about. I don't think about the fathers of my children. I think about my dad and finding out that he was going to die. Yes, I know it's possible to live with full-blown HIV and AIDS, but my dad, it was way too far advanced. He already looked really sick. He already was really sick. He'd already had other surgeries and things. It was like a death sentence. So that's what I know about this time. And so the best that I can do is come into a place of center and alignment and let myself, I don't even feel sad. I'm not connected to sadness or separation in my heart. I'm not even connected to that. I'm not connected right today. I'm not feeling this grief or loss. I'm in this state of awareness of our choices to stay separate or to unite. Because the answer is it's both. He's my dad, and he's a spirit. He's not a human person, not anymore. He's my dad, and he was human, and he had his own choices. And none of that's mine. It's not mine. For me, it is to love myself in this space. And whatever shows up, whatever triggers I have or don't have, it's an opportunity for compassion as we come into the alignment between the masculine and the feminine energies. My dad was a very divine feminine energy, for sure. He was definitely. He was like a mom to me. I have a mother, but he was much more nurturing and supportive and showed up for me than my mom ever did. And there's a whole host of reasons for that. And again, that's her. And those are her things, those are her things. And so dad was both for me in many, many, many ways. He did the things a mom would do for me. Went prom dress shopping with me, took me to cheerleading early in the morning practices, was at all of my games, was so proud. Mom was there too at times, but it was always dad who was so 100% for sure there no matter what kind of a thing. So it can be both. It is both. You can be sad and grateful. You can. And without the whole conversation of gender and the metaphysical access or the metaphysical context of gender, which there very much is, and the irony of how we are all both male and female energies. And we've all been both biologically men and biologically women. And we have all, and in the future, we will all continue to be both. I don't know that I've ever met a spirit that hasn't been both. I guess it's possible. Or maybe neither. That might be nicer, actually, to be honest with you. How about we just all be both and then it's not complicated, So, feeling lots of love in this moment within the self spot in me where the teddy bear is, where that loving, natural, nurturing energy is. And I invite you into nurturing, loving teddy bear energy inside yourself to find that space for you that is safe and sacred and loving and nurturing and supportive, and be in that space as you make decisions that are difficult, as you request clarity from the universe, from your healing helpers, from your spiritual support team. And begin to lean on your wisdom, trusting your intuition, trusting your innate wisdom and the connection within you to that. Because you know, okay? You know. All right. So with that, I'll have a little bit of tea. I already had my coffee this morning before I went for my walk because, like I said, it's really going to be hot today. I hope you have a lovely day. Tomorrow, I'm not sure on Monday if I'm going to do my video earlier in the morning, like at 8, or I have some plans tomorrow. So it may be a Tuesday video. I will post so you know what time, if I'm able to do it tomorrow, or I'll do it on Tuesday morning. Okay. All right. I hope we've inspired your spirit today, filled you with some hope, and encouraged you to live your life. It's your life after all, and you get to live it. You get to live it. Don't limit it. Live it. Thanks for being here. I want to say hello to the chat real quick. I don't have my specs on, so this will be a little tricky. Got to make it really big. Hey, Dreamer. Good morning, BB. Good morning, Jill. Hi, Vianne. Nice to see you. Nice to see you on here this morning. Did I say hello to Cece? I think I did. Oh, I can't. It won't let me scroll up here. Oh, Temple. Hi, nice to see you. Hey, love. There we go. Oh, there we go. I got it. Yay, got it. Got it. And for all of you who are watching after the fact, I wanted to say hello to you as well. And I welcome your energy as part of our connection today. Even if you weren't actually physically here, you don't have to be to receive the vibration and to connect. All right. We'll see you either tomorrow on Monday or potentially on Tuesday morning, more likely Tuesday morning for our weekly Monday video. Thanks for being here, everybody.